All right. So here we go. That was a little loud there. Sorry, we are just getting started. We had some technical issues. I had a new phone. So it looks like we're starting off with the girls 200-yard medley relay. This is junior varsity. There are 2 junior varsity heats. All right, in lane 3 is Normal West, and lane 4, Centennial, and in lane 5, the Manual Rams. I believe that Peoria High and Peoria Manual are now a co-op. I have alongside me Addie Williams. You want to say hi, Addie?
Hello.
Okay. She's going to be helping with the live stream, as is Skylar Mayer. He'll be up here in a few minutes. He's trying to make sure that things are going correctly. So it looks like lane 4, Centennial, was into the pool first, going on the second leg, which is the breaststroke. But looking like Normal West is catching up with Centennial. This is the medley relay, so all right, we're now joined by Skylar Mayer. He's going to also be announcing. I'm going to let him take over for the second heat of the 200-yard medley relay. In the pool right now is Normal West. They're doing the fly leg. Centennial looks like they are first in the pool on the fly. Peoria Manual in lane 5. And actually it looks like Centennial is going to win by a pretty large amount here on the first heat of the JV 200 medley relay. West still has the freestyle leg to go, as does Peoria Manual. Normal West in the pool. And Centennial finishes lane 4 with a time of 2 minutes, 43.94 seconds. Don't know what their seed time was. 3:40 was their seed time. It's a little bit of a, sometimes that's hard to tell in some of these relay events.
250, so they dropped 7 seconds actually.
Oh, got it, 250, my bad. Okay, so 7-second drop. And Peoria Manual in the water for their last leg.
Alrighty, we finished heat 1. Heat 2, for the girls 200 medley relay, we have Urbana
No, I don't. I did that.
Richwoods High in 2. Champaign Central in lane 3, Centennial in lane 4, West in lane 5, Champaign Centennial, D-Relay in lane 6, and Normal Community in lane 7.
Event 3, 200-yard Medley Relay, junior varsity, Heat 2. Mr. Operator.
In Heat 2, we have Urbana High School in lane 1, Richwoods High in lane 2, Champaign Central in lane 3, Centennial in lane 4, West in lane 5, Centennial in lane 6 again, and then Normal Community High School in lane 7.
Looks like that was lane 6 in the water first. No, I'm sorry,
No,
lane
4.
Lane 4.
So Centennial and Centennial A and B relay.
Yes. I think you'll see throughout the psych sheet or the heat sheet a lot of Centennial girls. I would say that they're probably the favorites for today.
Looks like Normal West in 3rd at the butterfly neck. And Champaign Central coming in 4th. But coming into this last leg of the freestyle, Champaign Centennials A and B relay have a good lead above Normal West in lane 5. Excuse me. Looks like lane 4, Champaign Centennial will secure the win with a time of 2:04.04. They slightly dropped time.
Yeah, that was right about where their seed time was.
Yep.
Tell you, it gets pretty loud in here.
Yeah.
Girls get pretty excited about each race, which is awesome. It's a lot of fun to watch.
I know. It's unlike the boys. No one likes to scream during the boys' meets.
There was a little bit of screaming in the sectionals of last meet, but yeah, not quite as much. So what do we got going on here, Addie? What's next?
Next is the girls' 200-yard medley relay, girls varsity.
We must have 2 heats, obviously, right? Because we got only 3 swimmers getting ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Metamora or Manual?
Manual. Metamora is in the Mid-Illini Conference.
Oh, yeah.
Is that lane 3?
Yeah, lane 3 is Manual.
Is that Oliver Wagner?
Yep.
And then in lane 4, we have Allie Scott for normal community.
Then,
And then we have is that Peoria?
yep, Peoria Notre Dame in lane 5.
For Claire Seneca.
And it's my understanding that Peoria Manual and Peoria High have co-opt this year. So it says manual, but I think it's Peoria High and manual girls.
Gotcha.
Looks like Notre Dame starting off with a little bit of a lead here on the backstroke. Moving to your favorite, Skylar, the breaststroke.
The breaststroke, yes. Gotta love a breaststroke race. Looks like normal community is really turning on the jets in this breaststroke leg, catching up to Peoria Notre Dame.
And what swimmer is that? We only have one heat sheet up here, so we might want to ask for another copy.
Chicory Exner?
Most likely. I guess they don't have to be in that same order.
Looks like Peoria Notre Dame still has a good lead on normal community. See if they can come back.
And are any of these B relays? Or do we have B relays in conference?
I don't think these.
Doesn't look like. Nope. Okay.
They-
Not for varsity. I think you can for JV.
Yeah. Last leg of the first heat of the medley relay for varsity. Community is still trying to close that gap, coming into the last 25. And Peoria Notre Dame secured the win with a time of 2:25.7. So they took off 4 seconds of the seed time. Normal Community in second with a 2:28.
Final heat of the 200 medley relay, getting ready. All the swimmers psyching each other out, just getting them pumped up and ready to go. This is where the points are made too.
Yes, sir.
Skylar, as a former member of the Normal West swim squad, you know that the relays are very important to the team scores.
Yeah, really got to get fired up. You're not just swimming for yourself; you're swimming for the team. So you gotta bring it all to the table. And this is a good lineup here.
Looks like Chloe Crater is going to be starting off for the Wildcats.
Yeah. Heat 2, we got Richwoods High in lane 2, Normal West in lane 3, Centennial in lane 4, Bloomington in lane 5, and Champaign Central lane 6, and then Urbana High in lane 7.
Little outside smoke over there in lane 7.
Yeah, Urbana High really. It's like Urbana and Centennial are neck and neck, it looks, at the first 50.
A little late on the jump there for Urbana on the breaststroke. That's another thing about relays is those relay starts are very important.
Yeah.
Kind of pushing the limit, so to speak.
You gotta relays, good reaction time. You have to have fast reaction time through the whole race. Looks like Centennial's pulling ahead, slightly above Bloomington.
Brindley Wilbur.
I was supposed to give these to you, but
Coming into the last leg, Centennial seems to be having quite the lead. Bloomington not far behind them, and West not far behind Bloomington.
Yeah, it's definitely Centennials to win. Good swims here by Bloomington. They were helped out by Anna Jennings, who's a really good breaststroker, but too much of a lead for Centennial, and they're going to take the Big 12 Conference 200-yard Medley Relay Championship, the title. Bloomington second, and Normal West in third.
Event 5, 200-yard freestyle, junior varsity, heat 1. Mr. Referee. 200-yard freestyle, junior varsity, heat 1. Mr. Referee.
So we got event 5, which is the girls 200-yard freestyle for junior varsity. It looks like in lane 3 we have Peoria Notre Dame, which is the co-op. In lane 4 we have Centennial. Lane 5 we have Community, and lane 6 we have Metamora. Manual, sorry. Looks like Centennial still taking the lead here.
Yeah, the Centennial swimmers are really showing what they're about this conference. Community not too far behind Centennial. Hopefully they can
Catch up. Close that gap.
Yeah, close that gap. Peoria Notre Dame in third, and we have Manual in fourth. Coming into the last 50, last 25, looks like Champaign Centennial is going to take this win over for the 200 freestyle junior varsity race. Lane 4, Veronica Beach. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. She went a 2:30.9, so she took off 20 seconds in her 200 freestyle.
And then in lane 5, we had community Autumn Dean, and she shaved around a little over 10 seconds off her time.
Maybe some great swims. Coming in third from Notre Dame, Evie Kennedy. So she ended with a 3:02.21. So she's right on her best time. Actually, she just got a new best time. Took off a couple hundredths in her 200.
Taking a quick look at the varsity. Should probably put varsity up there after the relay. The points look a little weird, but that includes the diving portion, which was done earlier. We'll talk a little bit about that a little later, but as of right now, after diving and the 200 medley relay, this is again varsity team scores. Centennial is in the lead with 55 points. Normal West 50, Champaign Central 44. Urbana and Bloomington really tight for 4 and 5. And then a couple of the Peoria schools and Normal Community currently in 8th. We'll continue to update throughout the contest to give you an idea of what the team scores look like.
We have our swimmer from Manuel finishing up right here. Old time was 6:57.
Love to hear the cheering.
Yes.
I don't know, I have the camera microphone on, but it's not on very high. So I don't know if you can hear, but they're definitely cheering everyone on. And we still have
one swimmer from
one
Manuel.
swimmer still going.
Very supportive community out here.
Yep.
Everyone cheering on this last swimmer. She finishes her last 50 of her 200.
It's one of the coolest things about swimming is, you don't have to be the fastest swimmer. It's an individual sport. We're running it as a team sport. Addie, you can probably relate to that. You're a golfer.
Yeah.
So even though they play golf as a team sport in high school, it's really an individual sport.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing alone out there, but the golf team, especially out west, is really supportive and a lot of fun. So. As our swimmer from Manuel's finishing up, it looks like she might be able to beat her old time of 6:57. And there she goes, saving about 6 seconds off her old time.
Alrighty, heat 2 for the girls' 200-yard freestyle junior varsity. We have in lane 1, Savannah Hughes from Centennial. In lane 2, Gabby Murphy from Notre Dame. Lane 3, Charlie Keltz from Centennial. Lane 4, Kaisa Bailey from Champaign Central. Is it Annabelle Roth from Normal West?
Yeah, I think it's Rothley.
Rothley. And then Isare Jacobs from Bloomington High School. Catherine Smith from Richwoods High. And Susanna Shane from Notre Dame in lane 8. And it looks like on our first 100, lane 4, Champaign Central taking the lead over West and Centennial.
Looks like West and Bloomington are kind of neck and neck here.
Yeah, Bloomington in lane 6, West in lane 5. They seem to be chasing second right now over Champaign Centennial in lane 3.
That looks like Champaign Central, I think it is.
In lane 4.
Oh, in lane 4. Okay, got it.
Has a huge lead over the field. Coming into her last 50 of the 200 freestyle.
This is where it burns a little bit.
Yep, this is where you have to just dig down and,
keep your head down and swim.
Yep.
Resist the urge to breathe at all. No.
No, yeah.
Obviously, in a 200 you have to, but it's a very strong swim by Kaisa Bailey.
And a good finish, too. She took off 5 seconds in her 200.
That is a solid swim.
It was a great swim.
For Kaisa. And a great swim also by Normal West Annabella Rockley, getting second place.
Right around her best time, too, for this 200 freestyle.
It's an exciting race.
It is.
In third, we had Bloomington, and she shaved about 2 seconds off her time.
Yeah, anytime you can drop some time, it's a positive. They're not tapered at this point, and a lot of times, even in the conference meets, they don't wear tech suits either. Some of them do, some of them don't. But you can see plenty of the girls out here that do not have tech suits on. They just have their normal suits on. So dropping a couple seconds is solid, and it means they're getting ready and ramping up for the sectional meet, which is in 2 weekends.
Especially, sectionals. If you're shaving off time right now, it's going to be a great meet.
This is event 6. We have the 200-yard freestyle for varsity. In lane 3, we have manual. And in lane 4, we have Peoria, the co-op team.
Peoria. Lane 4 is Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yep.
And then in lane 5, we have another manual swimmer, it looks like.
So lane 3 is Alexis Eaton from manual. It's the manual Peoria High Co-op. It says Rams. I don't know if we want to just keep calling them the Rams or manual. I mean, it's the, Peoria Co-op. Maybe we could do that. How about that? We'll call them the Peoria Co-op.
Co-op sounds good.
So Alexis Eaton in lane 3 from the Peoria Co-op. Adeline Fries in lane 4. She's from Peoria Notre Dame. And lane 5, Kylie Reddick, another Peoria Co-op.
So many Peoria schools, it's hard to keep track.
Yes, there are quite a few of them.
Looks like Peoria Notre Dame's Adeline Frey is taking the lead so far in lane 4. In lane 3, we have Alexis Eaton from the Peoria Co-op. And then in lane 5, Kylie Reddick in 3rd. So this is seems like lane 4's Notre Dame is really turning on the Jets. I believe this is last 50, or the last 100.
Yeah, she definitely left herself some energy. Her seed time was 2:31. She's going to be right on that.
All right,
Maybe a second behind it. Yeah.
2:32.78. So right around her best time. Good swim.
I'm sure you probably notice that lane 1 is the lane that's on the bottom of the screen, just for future reference.
Yes.
I don't even have a roller. I just want to make sure you had it ready for it. So this might be her last 50. We'll say last 100. And then lane 3 still has 100 as well.
Lane 5, Kylie Reddick on her last 25. She's finishes with the 4:22.60, so she took off quite a bit of time. Her seat time was a 4:59, so around 30 seconds, a little more. Great swim from Kylie. Lane 3, Alexis Eaton finishes with a 5:18.65, so she took off quite a bit of time as well from her 200 time. Her seat time was a 5:40.
Event 6, 200-yard freestyle varsity heat 2. Event 6, 200-yard freestyle varsity heat 2. This is
Looks like now we have heat 2 for the 200-yard freestyle. In lane 2, we have Bloomington, Christina Smith. In lane 3, it looks like we have Communities, Olivia Larson. And then we have Urbana High in lane 4, and as well as lane 5. In lane 4, we have Sydney Goddell, and in lane 5, we have Madeline Lafrano. And then in lane 6, we have Normal West's Emily Parent, and in lane 7, we have Richwoods High School, Delana Ott.
Yep. Coming into this first 50, looks like both Urbana swimmers are pretty close, neck and neck. Looks like lanes 5, 6, and 7. So Urbana, Normal West, and Richwoods are all neck and neck so far, heading into the 75.
This is our first 3-heat race, so this is the middle heat. I'm sure if you're following right now, you're a swim parent or grandparent, or you know that obviously the fastest swimmers swim in the last heat. But there are still points to be had in this heat.
Yes.
So.
And it looks like lane 4, Urbana High's Sydney
Lane 6 looks like they might be taking a lead. That's Emily Parent from Normal West. They both flipped at almost the same time, but Parent was a little slow out of her turn. Looks like Sydney Godell had a really good turn. Those turns are important. Parent trying to catch up. Got 50 more to go.
Seeing how close together these Urbana swimmers are, Skylar, as a former swimmer, would you say that you were pretty competitive with your teammates?
Yeah, I'd say I was pretty competitive with my teammates. Especially coming into meets at practice, we all get in each other's heads, and coming into the meets, trying to see who can go the fastest time. It's great to see. And lane 4's.
Yeah, lane 4 just took it, but what a great race for
and lane 5.
third. Looks like Ironman, Normal Community Ironman got second. Lane 3, that's Olivia Larson. Wow, 220 and then 223, 223, 223. So
yeah, they took off. So it looks like they all dropped a good couple seconds off of their times, lane 4.
all right, we have our final heat for the girls 200-yard freestyle varsity. All right, lane 1, we have Gia Whiteley from Central. Lane 2, Haley Guy from Normal Community. Lane 3, Stella Assi from Champaign Central. Lane 4, Eileen Hamilton from Peoria Notre Dame. Lane 5 is Cara Hoffman from Richwoods. Lane 6, Caitlin Owen from Normal West. Lane 7, Cecilia Marquez from Centennial. And lane 8, Ruby Landry from Centennial.
And it looks like going to this first 75, Peoria Notre Dame has quite the lead.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the heat sheet, she is 6 seconds faster than the closest swimmer. Probably a year-round PAW swimmer would be my guess.
Yes.
She's got a strong kick for a 200. Great turn.
And it looks like Richwoods and Champaign Central neck and neck heading into second. Fighting for second.
Eileen Hamilton in command after 150.
And it doesn't look like she's slowing down.
No, she does not. She seems as strong in her fourth 50 as she did in her first and second 50. Caitlin Owen trying to stay ahead of Haley Guy from Normal Community. Lane 7 looks like they're coming back. Cecilia Marquez, she's a year-round swimmer, swims for the Champaign County Heat. Very strong race.
Yes.
By Eileen Hamilton from Peoria, Notre Dame.
And she finishes with a 1:57.95, so she took off a little like a second, maybe a little more. Her seat time was a 1:58.99, so.
Strong swims, ladies.
Lane 3. Champaign Central coming in second, and lane 5, Richwoods High School coming in third.
Event 7, 200-yard individual medley.
So we have the 200-yard IM JV. There's only 3 swimmers here. Maybe only 2. So in lane 4, we have Champaign Central, Soren Park, and in lane 5, we have Normal Communities, Sadak Bindra. Looks like Central's taking the lead, but it's a close swim. Central's Soren Park's really taking the lead here.
Looks like heading into the last 50, Champaign Central is in first. Oh. And Soren Park finishes with just a few seconds behind her seed time, with Normal Communities' Sadak Bindra in second. Yes, good race from both of them. Oh, Normal Community in second with a 3:07, so right around her best time. And yeah, lane 4, right around her best time as well.
Here we go with the event 8, which is the 200-yard IM with varsity.
Event 8, 200-yard individual medley, varsity, heat 1. Please select the lane.
In lane 2, we have Richwoods High, Liliana Jones. In lane 3, we have Urbana High with Kate Gretsch. Then in lane 4, we have Communities Alyssa Hudson. In lane 5, we have another Richwood swimmer, Sky Meyer. In lane 6, Kaylin Rothley from Normal West. And in lane 7, we have Braylon Maurer from the Peoria Co-op.
Looks like Community is taking the lead going into his first 50 of butterfly. Richwood's not far behind her, and Urbana not far behind Richwood's.
This event has 2 heats, and this is the first.
And it looks like Richwoods caught up to Normal Community heading into the last leg going into freestyle. You know, having to be an IM swimmer for Normal Community, Normal West, usually the breaststroke leg is where everyone gets a little upset because those breaststrokers come out of nowhere.
I agree, which my son was always a pretty good breaststroker, so that was the spot at which I felt like you could gain some ground.
Yes. But it looks like lane 4 Communities, Alyssa Hudson is not giving up. It's neck and neck going into the finish.
Lane 5, she's digging. Lane 4, Normal Community is digging. This is going to be a slight win by Normal Community. Great swim by both of them.
Yes.
Alyssa Hudson from Normal Community,
2:45.
about right on her time. Again, most of them are not tech suited. I don't know if I see any tech suits out here. They're not tapered.
No.
Just pure grit right now. Braylon Mower over there in lane 7 on the breaststroke from the Peoria Co-op, formerly known as the Rams,
Yes.
or Peoria Manual. now known as the Peoria Co-op. So she's got one more leg. How nice was it finishing up that breaststroke and getting to freestyle?
You know, it's always a relief being able to go into the freestyle. I mean, you can just cruise it or you can dig harder. And it looks like she's going to dig harder. And like you said, it comes down to grit.
Yep. Yeah, swimming is one of those sports. And, you know, Addie, nothing against golf because I'm a golfer. I used to be a golf coach. But it would be a lot easier, I think, to quit on a 200 IM than quit on a bad round of golf.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some rough days on the course, don't get me wrong.
That's true.
But yeah.
So, Addie, you are a senior at Normal West.
I'm a junior at Normal
you're a
West.
junior.
I'm
That's
a junior.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're in Cooper's class. I should have realized that.
Yep.
So you have one more year of golf. Do you play any winter or spring sports?
I played softball from first grade up until last year, but don't think I'm going to play this year.
Got it.
Yep.
Well, maybe after watching this swim meet, you're going to be inspired to maybe take swimming up, and you can golf and swim at the same time.
That would be an interesting season.
Interesting switch up there.
Yeah.
All right, we're heading into Heat 2 of the girls 200-yard IM varsity.
This is Heat 2 of 2, so this is the fast heat. The first seed is Anna Jennings. She is from Bloomington, but only 0.37 seconds ahead of Rebecca Kim, and less than about 0.4 seconds away from Megan Tsai. So this is going to be a battle.
Yes.
Lanes 3, 4, and 5.
And in lane 1 from Normal Community, we have Emily Hall. Lane 2 from Normal West, we have Caitlin Sunkel. Lane 3 from Champaign Centennial. Is that? Yeah, that's Centennial. Yep. We have Megan Tsai. In lane 4 from Bloomington High School, we have Anna Jennings. Lane 5 from Champaign Centennial, again, we have Rebecca Kim. Lane 6 from Champaign Central, we have Maggie Kathamer. And in lane 7 from Champaign Central, again, we have Emery Jensen. In lane 8 from Urbana High, we have Cecilia Birdsley.
Watch out for lane 4 when she gets to the breaststroke. She's gonna, and right now she's maybe in third. She is an elite breaststroker, so she is going to gain ground. There's a reason, lane 4 is the fastest lane in these. Even though she's got a lot of ground to catch up, this is where she makes hay right here.
And yeah, as you can see, she's catching up to lane 3.
Lane 4 has a pretty strong breaststroke as well. I'm sorry, lane 5, Rebecca Kim from Centennial. I think she's going to hold on to that lead.
But lane 6 from Champaign Central, seems like she's turning on the jets on this breaststroke as well.
Yes. Yeah. Lane 5, Rebecca Kim just pulled away early, and I don't think there's anything you can do at this point. She's going to win what should have been or could have been a very tight race. Rebecca Kim is turning it into just a strong race. Her seed time is 2:20.49. She's going to be just under that. Right at it. Good race. Anna Jennings from Bloomington got second.
Lane 3 from Champaign Centennial again. She finished third. So first and third going into this.
Yeah, Centennial is racking up the points. And speaking of points, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. This is after, oops, I should have changed that, after the 200-yard freestyle.
Yes.
Champaign Centennial, only a 10-point lead over Champaign Central, 13-point lead over Normal West.
Looks like we have the 50-yard freestyle for junior varsity with 3 swimmers. In lane 3, we have Kylie Mustaine from Richwoods. In lane 4, we have Christian Brown from the Peoria Co-op. And in lane 5, we have Catherine Brown from also the Peoria Co-op.
And it looks like lane 3's Kylie Mustaine from Richwoods High is going to take the win on this. She's currently seated with a no time, but she finishes with a 30.46, so pretty good time.
And it looks like Catherine Brown in lane 5 takes second place with a 123.
And it looks like Christine Brown in lane 4 finishes with a 130.
Event 9, 50-yard freestyle, University, B2. Mr. Referee. Event 9, 50-yard freestyle, University.
Here comes heat 2 of the 50-yard freestyle for junior varsity. And it appears that all these swimmers are from the Peoria Co-op. In the second lane, we have Nakia Owens. The third lane, we have Jenna Medaris. In the fourth lane, we have Alexis Eaton. In the fifth, we have Nina Lawson. In the sixth lane, we have Sydney Martinez. In the seventh lane, we have Autumn Jackson.
And it looks like lane 4, Alexis Eaton is seated pretty well ahead of everyone else. Everyone else seems to be within a second of each other, and Alexis seated with a 103, hoping to beat her best time here, and it looks like she will.
Event 9, 50-yard freestyle, junior varsity, heat 3. Mr. Referee. Event 9, 50-yard freestyle, junior varsity, heat 3. Mr. Referee.
All right, this is heat 3 of the junior varsity freestyle. In lane 1, we have Nyasia Thomas from the Peoria Co-op. Lane 2, we have Shaylin Jones from the Peoria Co-op. Lane 3, Anna Evans from Danville. Lane 4, we have Brittany Perez Fresis from Bloomington High School. In lane 5, we have Quinshayla Jones from the Peoria Co-op. Lane 6, we have Kaylee Williams from Danville. Lane 7, we have Sky Cox from Bloomington High School. And in lane 8, we have Ari Mallers from Normal West.
And it looks like, I believe that's lane 4's Bloomington is going to take first here.
All right, Skylar, out of all the races that you swim in high school,
Yes.
would you say that this is the most exciting race?
Not counting relays.
Yeah, individual. You're
Individual?
right, because, I mean, relays, especially in high school swim, are crazy.
Yeah.
So individual event. And
Individ-
it doesn't, I mean, some people just really like it, some people don't like it.
I mean, yeah, the 50 freestyle, I mean, you know, as I'm a 50 freestyler myself, it is definitely one of those races that, you know, there's a lot of excitement around because it's such a tight race. And, you know, it's easy to get out-touched by a hundredth of a second. And, you know, this last year, my biggest component, my buddy Wade Pyle, at sectionals, you know, out-touching me. So, you know, it definitely, yeah, it has a lot of excitement around the race.
No doubt.
Here we go with heat 4. In lane 1, we have Carson Robinson from Normal West. In lane 2, the name was cut off. Do you know who's in lane 2?
Lane 2, Antonio Alvarado.
From Normal West. And in lane 3, we have Alexis Mongua from Centennial. Lane 4, we have Brinlyn Hooper from Centennial. Lane 5, we have Alexa Espinoza Cortez from Normal Community. Lane 6, we have Elizabeth Loftus from Central. In lane 7, we have Rosalia Hunt.
In lane 8, we had Prema Pali.
Event 9, 50-yard freestyle, junior varsity, heat 5. Mr. Referee.
We had to look at, we've got some scratches and stuff, so it makes it a little more difficult.
Here goes heat 5. So in lane 1, we have Normal Communities, Briza Posadas Cruz. In lane 2, we have Kiernan Markin from Centennial. In lane 3, we have Angelina Lacey from Urbana High. In lane 4, we have Jordan Shannon from Richwoods, 5, Elena Pratt from Richwoods, 6, Sarah Lee from Centennial, 7, Delaney Dunnan from Richwoods, and 8, Isabella Williams from Normal West.
Yeah, you gotta be quick on saying those. You did a great job. The 50 free is the hardest one to announce. I typically announce at the boys swim meets, and yeah, you don't have very much time.
Especially
well
with those boys, you know.
Yeah, some of those elite varsity boys swimmers, when they're swimming 21 seconds or lower. Yeah, I kind of feel like as an announcer, I shouldn't even have to announce it. I should just let them watch.
Yeah,
and
just
figure it out.
Let them enjoy the race.
All right, here we go with Heat 6. And in lane 1, we have Novelle Bretz from Centennial. Lane 3, we have Veronica Viech from Centennial. Lane 4, we have Claire Seneca from Peoria, Notre Dame. In lane 5, we have Claire Nolting from Centennial. 6, Theo Stubber from Normal West. 7, Charlie Couts from Centennial. And 8, Sophia Summers from Central.
Looks like lane 5, Centennial is going to pull out the win here with a 29.80.
Nice drop there. Nice drop for her. Well done.
Yes.
I mean, when you're talking about a 50 and you're dropping over a second, that's a pretty solid race.
That is, I would be very happy with that. Yeah, she should be very, very excited about that time drop, especially heading into sectionals.
Yeah, well, this is a JV, and she could have been swimming up there on varsity.
Yeah.
So, great swim.
Here we go with the final heat of this race. In lane 1, we have Ashley Savely from Centennial. Lane 2, Lauren Gallo from Richwoods High. Lane 3, Reagan Cotter from Peoria, Notre Dame. 4, Gia Whitley from Central. Lane 5, Bridget Hetner from Central. Lane 6, Sammy Summers from Central. 7, Aurora Christensen from Normal West. And 8, Sarah Blello from Central.
Looks like Gia Whiteley is going to take this race with a solid time of 27.81. It's about a 0.7 second drop, which is excellent. Again, for a 50, anything drop is great. So let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. This is the team leaderboard after the 200-yard IM, so right before the 50 free. Centennial still in the lead, kind of widened their lead a little bit. They're 20 points ahead of Champaign Central, and they are 30 points ahead of Normal West at this point. We are getting ready for the varsity 50-yard freestyle. We have 3 heats. Heat 1 will include 4 swimmers. Dalia Howard is in lane 3. She's from the Peoria Co-op. Lane 4, Cameron Engelmeyer. She is in lane 4, and also, according to our heat sheet, she is also in lane 5. So she has duplicated herself according to our heat sheet, and she's on there twice. And then in lane 6 is Kylie Reddick from the Co-op. I don't know what to think about the Cameron Engelmeyer. They have different seed. They have different seed times.
Yeah.
They are spelled differently. It's Carmen and Cameron. They're twins. I apologize. I did not catch that. It's an M and an R, and they're just transposed. And thanks for catching that, Addie.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting paid the big bucks, which, by the way, is $0, unfortunately. A free drink and food item.
It's enough
from the
for me,
concessions. So lane 4, Cameron Engelmeyer was victorious in heat 1.
And her twin not too far behind.
I'm wondering if they talk about that and kind of give little jabs every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
I beat you today. I'm going to beat you tomorrow.
Yeah. Can imagine that's a competitive household.
Yes.
Event 10, 50-yard freestyle varsity, heat 2. Mr. Referee.
For heat 2, in lane 1, we have Jocelyn Hugo from Bloomington High School. Lane 2, we have Addison Gilliland from Normal West. In lane 3, we have Blythe Campbell from Richwoods High. In lane 4, we have Lexi Dallinger-Eker from Peoria Notre Dame. And in lane 5, we have Lexi Rankin from Normal West. Lane 6, Barrett Rice from Normal Community. Lane 7, Madeline Lafrano from Urbana High. And in lane 8, we have Ingrid Gessfield from Bloomington. Looks like in first place we had Lexi Rankin from Normal West with a time of 27.7.
Lexi Rankin, the diver as well for Normal West. I didn't see, but she did pretty good for diving for West, so congrats to Lexi. And congrats also on this 50 freestyle win.
That was in the second to last heat. We got one more heat. The top 3 seeds here. Piper Louder from Normal Community is the top seed at 24.91. Vivian Dare from Richwoods at 25.24. And Bailey Malik from Champaign Central, 26.09. Piper Louder is definitely a good freestyler. Her brother swam for Illinois Wesleyan.
Yes.
Her other brother was a track star at Illinois Wesleyan, and her dad is the track coach at Illinois Wesleyan. So a strong athletic family. All right, lane 1 is Josie Elliott from Centennial. Lane 2, Sophie Marquez from Centennial. Lane 3, Bailey Malik from Central. Lane 4, Piper Louder from Normal Community. Lane 5, Vivian Dare from Richwoods. Lane 6, Kaylin Banks from Urbana. Lane 7, Natalie Loy from Champaign Central. And lane 8, Kate Fitzgerald from Peoria Notre Dame. And Piper Louder takes it. Time of 24.78. A slight drop.
Slight drop,
A
yeah.
0.13 drop, which is pretty solid. And Piper Louder is your Big 12 conference champion for the 50-yard freestyle.
Congrats to Piper.
All right, we always have a 15-minute break after the 50-yard freestyle, yes. So we'll obviously let you continue to watch the pool. That's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to take our break as well, so we'll be back in probably about 10 minutes to go on to our next event, which is the 100-yard butterfly. So.
All right, we are back from our break, and after the 200-yard IM, after the 2 IM, Champaign Centennial with, after the 50 freestyle, so sorry, not the 2 IM, but after the 50 freestyle, Champaign Centennial still in first with 119 points. Champaign Central second with 98, Normal West 74 points. Community coming back with 55 points, placing them in fourth so far. So they went from 8th to 4th, making a comeback. But it seems like Champaign Centennial is just on top. I don't think anyone's going to be taking them off top at all this meet.
All right, and here we go with the 100-yard butterfly junior varsity. In lane 3, we have Normal Communities Mishti Gosame. In lane 4, we have Centennials Kennedy Borden. And in lane 5, we have Champaign Central's Sarah Blyle.
And it looks like Champaign Centennial, like always, taking it out fast, securing a good lead above second and third.
Champaign Central not too far behind her.
And Normal Community not too far behind Champaign Central. And it looks like Champaign Centennial is first, placing with a 1:12. So right around her best time for the season.
And then in second, we have Sarah from Champaign Central with a time of 1:26, which is 2 seconds shorter than her seed time of 1:28.8.
It's a good drop.
Yes.
So we have 2 heats of the varsity 100-yard butterfly. This is what I would call a power race.
Yes.
You just got to power through it, and the best of the butterflyers seem like they're just flying across the water.
Yeah. And
looks like we're missing a swimmer in lane 4. All right, lane 1, we got Zanasia Simmons from the Peoria Co-op. Lane 2, Allie Scott from Normal Community. Lane 3, Liliana Jones from Richwoods. Lane 5, Emily Hall from Normal Community. Lane 6, Addison Vincent from Normal West. And lane 7, Valeria Gallardo from Urbana.
so with this scratch in lane 4, Emily Hall takes a good lead. She would have been right around a second behind
Reese Dykstra, who
Yes.
is potentially could have ended up in the last heat. I don't know
Yes.
if there was any scratch there or not, but we're not aware of it if there
Yes.
was.
But it does look like lane 5's Emily Hall is going to secure the win in this heat.
You know, the Hall family, good family. Her sister was in my daughter's class, and Emily used to swim for the Funky Fish. Not sure if she swims year-round anymore, but a solid race by Emily, taking first place with the time of 1:15.18.
So a couple seconds off of her best time with a 1:13. Good swim by Emily, especially, like you said earlier, with no taper and no suit.
Yep. And also, I think you could probably speak to this. No one right next to you to push you.
Yes.
And so if Reese Dykstra was there, who is about a half second faster than her, I'm going to guess that her time probably would have been faster. To see someone right next to you is a motivating factor,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, it definitely helps having someone right next to you who's, around the same time. Because, I mean, like you said, when there's no one right next to you, you're kind of just guessing and pacing yourself, which usually ends up dying the last 25.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about racing Wade Pyle, a senior from Normal Community, who just, I believe, announced his commitment to Oakland University in Michigan, where he will swim. He's an elite swimmer, one of the better swimmers in Central Illinois.
Yes.
As you were as well. We're hoping to get you qualified for a fifth year for Normal West so you can swim again and power those relays.
Yeah, working on the waiver right now.
Got it. I'm sure the IHSA will allow that.
All right, here we go with heat 2 of the 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Josie Elliott from Champaign Centennial. In lane 2, we have Abigail Copus from Urbana High School. In lane 3, we have Mallory Borden from Centennial. In lane 4, we have Haley Cardis from Bloomington High School. In lane 5, we have Macy Kappa from Central. In 6, we have Chloe Crater from Normal West. In 7, we have Lindley Carlson from Champaign Central. And in lane 8, we have Angela Horning from Peoria Notre Dame.
All right, looks like lane 4 has taken the initial lead. That's Haley Cardis from Bloomington. She does have about a 3-second faster time for the heat sheet, so she was definitely the favorite, and it looks like that is coming to fruition here as they enter their last 25. Looks like Haley Cardis is definitely going to win this one. Macy Kappa, though, another Champaign County heat swimmer, not too far behind. 59.79 breaks the 1 minute mark.
Amazing swim.
Personal best. Well done, Haley Cardis. Welcome to the sub 1 minute club.
All right, now we move on to the 100-yard freestyle for junior varsity. This is heat 1 of 4.
And it looks like it's all Peoria Co-op once again.
All right, in lane 1, we have Catherine Brown. In lane 2, we have Nakia Owens. In lane 3, we have Jenna Madaris. In lane 4, we have Quinchela Jones. In 5, we have Shaylin Jones. In lane 6, we have Sydney Martinez. And in lane 7, we have Autumn Jackson. And once again, all part of the Peoria Co-op.
And it looks like finishing in first, Queen Shayla Jones with a 1:57, right around her best time, and her sister Shaylin Jones not too far behind her with a 2:03, shaving off 12 seconds in her 100 freestyle.
I was not looking. All right, here we go with Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Prima Pale from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Brittany Perez Freses from Bloomington High School. In lane 3, we have Elizabeth Loftus from Champaign Central. In lane 4, we have Brynlyn Hooper from Champaign Centennial. In lane 5, we have Alexa Espinoza Cortez from Normal Community. In lane 6, we have Carson Robinson from Normal West.
Looks like Champaign Centennial is taking the lead, going this second 50. Normal Community and Champaign Central fighting for second, as well as Champaign Central in lane 6 also fighting for second. Apologies, lane 6 West fighting for second as well.
Yeah, and we got a swimmer from Centennial in both lane 4 and in lane 8. And we have 2 community swimmers as well, one in lane 1 and another one in lane 4.
And it looks like Centennial takes the win and Champaign Central in second.
Only a 3-second difference there.
Then 2 seconds from second to third. I believe that third place was Community. Good swims from everyone, right around their best times.
Event 13, 100-yard freestyle, junior varsity, Heat 3, Mr. Referee.
Now we get ready for Heat 3 of the freestyle for junior varsity, 100 yards. right, in lane 1, we have Novell Bretz from Champaign Centennial. In lane 2, we have Delaney Dunnan from Richwoods High School. In lane 3, we have Brisa Podetas Cruz from Normal Community. In lane 4, we have Ashley Savley from Centennial. Lane 5, Susanna Shane from Peoria Notre Dame. And in lane 6, we have Eliana Busek from Centennial. 7, Sarah Lee from Centennial. And then in lane 8, we have Evie Kennedy from Peoria Notre Dame.
And once again, Centennial leading the race, heading into the last 50 with lane 6, another Champaign Centennial swimmer in lane 5, Peoria Richwoods, not too far behind them.
Yeah, it looks like that swimmer in lane 4 has a really strong lead. And first place goes to lane 4 with a time of 1:07, which is her best time, beating her seed time of 1:11. And that was Ashley Savley.
Moving on to the fourth and final heat of the girls JV 100 freestyle race. In lane 1, we have Chicory Exner from Normal Community. And lane 2, we have Soren Park from Champaign Central. Lane 3, we have Lexi Dallinger Eaker from Peoria Richwoods. In lane, Peoria Richwood, Notre Dame, not Richwood, sorry. In lane 4, we have Sydney Steichelmeyer from
Scratch.
Oh,
In lane 5, we have Abigail Ham from Champaign Centennial. In lane 6, we have Sammy Summers from Champaign Central. In lane 7, we have Aurora Christensen from Normal West. In lane 8, we have Claire Seneca from Peoria Notre Dame. Looks like in first place we had Abigail Ham from Champaign Centennial with a time of 1:03.
Event 14, 100-yard freestyle, varsity, heat 1. Mr. Referee.
All right, now it is event 14, which is the 100-yard freestyle for varsity. So only 3 swimmers here. All right, in lane 3, we have Nyaja Thomas from the Peoria Co-op. In lane 4, we have Braylon Mower from also the Peoria Co-op. And then in lane 5, we have Anna Evans from Danville. All right, and it looks like we had Braylon Mower from the Peoria Co-op with a time of 1:47. That is very close to her seed time, right on it. And then in second place, we had Anna Evans from Danville with a time of 1:47.38, and that is beating her time by about 8 seconds. All right, now we get ready for Heat 2 of the 100-yard freestyle. All right, in lane 1, we have Angelina Lacey from Urbana High School. In lane 2, we have Barrett Rice from Normal Community High School. In lane 3, we have Bridget Hedinger from Champaign Central. In lane 4, we have Sydney Goddell from Urbana High School. In lane 5, we have Natalie Loy from Champaign Central. In lane 6, Reagan Cotter from Peoria Notre Dame. And in lane 7, we have Delana Ott from Richwoods High School.
And heading into the last 50, it's very tight race between Champaign Central and Urbana, lanes 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah,
right
those
there in the
middle lanes are all.
Really looks like both Champaign Central swimmers are pulling ahead a little bit above Urbana.
Looks like we had a tie for second place with lanes 3 and 4. That is Bridget Hedinger from Central and Sydney Goddell from Urbana. They had a tie of 1 minute, 2 seconds, .47.
Ties do not happen very often
No.
in swim. Getting ready for Heat 3 of 3. This is the fast heat. Piper Louder, probably heard her name before. She won the 50 free. She is seated first in the 100 free with a time of 54.64. Brynley Wilbur, 55.81, and Vivian Dare, both names that we've heard before tonight, are looking to try to challenge Piper Louder for the championship of the 100 freestyle.
In lane 1, we have Delaney Brown from Bloomington High School. In lane 2, Caitlin Owens from Normal West. Lane 3, Vivian Dare from Richwoods High. Lane 4, Piper Louder from Normal Community. Lane 5, Brynley Wilbur from Champaign Central. Lane 6 is Rebecca Kim from Champaign Central. Lane 7 is Kate Fitzgerald from Notre Dame, Peoria Notre Dame. In lane 8, we have Hallie Blakeney from Normal West.
Yeah, it looks like Brynley Wilbur is trying to challenge Piper Louder, kind of stroke for stroke. Piper just has her by a little bit, but
About
both
half a body
turning.
length.
Yeah, I would say, well, yeah, that was a really good turn by Piper.
It looks like she's trying
Yeah.
to bring it home here.
And, yeah, she's going to solid swim, 54.7.
So right on her best
Yep.
time. Great swim from Piper.
Good swim by Caitlin Owen, Normal West Wildcat, getting fourth place. And that's it for the 100 freestyle. I'm going to let you guys take a little break because we're entering the best event,
The
the
500.
500-yard free. So you guys go ahead and take a break, and I'll take over. We're going to start by talking, or I'm going to start by talking about our team leader board as they do the 500 freestyle. The Centennial and Central duo from Champaign is clearly taking it to the rest of the Big 12. They have kind of separated themselves. Champaign Centennial and Central are in kind of a fight here. There's only 16 points separating them. The Wildcats from Normal West are 36 points behind second place Champaign Central, and that's a lot to make up about halfway through this meet, the Big 12 conference meet. So it's looking like Champaign Centennial and Champaign Central most likely will end up 1-2 in the Big 12 conference tournament for the girls swim for 2025. Normal Community 25 points behind Normal West, and they're in fourth place. Bloomington just behind Normal Community in fifth place. And Urbana, Peoria Richwoods, and Peoria Notre Dame are all within 3.5 points for trying to battle out for that sixth spot and aren't too far away from Bloomington as well. So we will continue to keep you updated along the way as we get further along in the meet. But as of right now, we're just going to let you enjoy some 500-yard freestyle. This is the only heat of the junior varsity, and lane 3 is Autumn Dean from Normal Community, and lane 4, Claire Noltine from Centennial, and lane 5, Adeline Fry from Peoria Notre Dame, and in lane 6, Jordan Shannon from Peoria Richwoods. So enjoy some 500-yard freestyle swimming.
All right, so for the junior varsity 500, in first place we had Claire Nolting from Champaign Centennial in second with a time of 6:26, shaving about 4 seconds off her seed time. In second place, we had Adeline Frey from Peoria, Notre Dame with a time of 7:01, which is a few seconds off her seed time. And then in third place, we had Autumn Dean with a time of 7:01, which is shaving about 30 seconds off of her time. All right, so for the freestyle for varsity 500-yard in lane 1, we have Gwen Logsden from Urbana. Lane 2, we have Kylie Mustaine from Richwoods High School. Lane 3, Annabella Rothley from Normal West. Lane 4, Christina Smith from Bloomington High School. Lane 5, Olivia Larson from Normal Community. Lane 6, Gabby Murphy from Peoria, Notre Dame. Lane 7, Madeline Franklin from Urbana High School. And then lane 8, we have Oliver Wagner from the Peoria Co-op.
All right, while we have this 500 free, let's go ahead and update our team scores after the 100 free. So we're up to date now, and I believe everything's correct. We have to wait on Meet Mobile, so sometimes it takes a little while to get the correct results. With that last 100 free, Champaign Centennial took 2 of the top 3 spots, so they widened the gap a little bit on Champaign Central. So they're at 163, Champaign Central at 129.5. Normal West at 101. So 28, 29 points is a lot to catch up on over halfway through the meet. So Normal West has some work to do if they want to try to get into the top 10. And Champaign Central definitely has some work to do if they want to try to oust Champaign Centennial. Normal Community in 4th. Now 12 points ahead of Bloomington, who's 5 points ahead of Urbana, who's 5 points ahead of Notre Dame. I see a theme going here.
I do.
So, and then Urbana at 58. I'm interesting. Urbana, Richwoods, kind of seeing some Urbana twice there. That's a little bit of a kind of strange, right?
Yeah.
You see that on the screen? That's not the way it's supposed to be. Urbana's supposed to be Peoria Richwood, so I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on, and see if it fixes itself. And it doesn't, so I'll see what we can do about fixing that. We'll get back to some swim.
All right, so our swimmers is on their last lap. All right, and in first place, we have lane 4 with a time of 6:25.63. I believe that was Christina Smith and for Bloomington. And she was about 3 seconds off of her seed time. And in second, we had Olivia Larson, and in third, we had Annabelle Rothel.
And Olivia Larson dropping a couple seconds off of her time from normal communities. Good swim from Olivia there. And lanes 7 and 8. Lane 7 from Urbana finishing up here. Madeline Franklin looking to take a good chunk of time off of her seed time there. Finishes with a 7:34, seated with a 7:50.
All right, we got 2 swimmers back still out there. Gwen Logston on her last lap. And Gwen in lane 1 from Urbana High School finishes shaving 2 seconds off her time for 7th place. Oliver Wagner just finishing up from the Peoria Co-op in lane 8 over there, with still a possibility of beating their seed time. All right, and here Oliver goes on our last lap.
And as we get ready for Heat 2, the top 3 seeds, Elaine Hamilton in lane 4. In lane 5, we have Maggie Kathamer. In lane 3, Cara Hoffman. In lane 4, from Peoria Notre Dame, she's seated 9 seconds ahead of the rest of the second seed, which is Maggie Kathamer from Champaign Central. So this is going to be an exciting race to watch, especially since lanes 3 and 5 are very close together. So hopefully it's going to be a battle for second. And maybe someone will pull out ahead and take down lane 4.
All right, and here we go with Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Ruby Landry from Champaign Centennial. In lane 2, we have Bailey Malik from Champaign Central. Lane 3, we have Cara Hoffman from Richwoods High School. Lane 4, Eileen Hamilton from Peoria Notre Dame. Lane 5, Maggie Cathamer from Champaign Central. Lane 6, Sophia Marquez from Champaign Centennial. Lane 7, Caitlin Sunkel from Normal West. And in Lane 8, we have Alyssa Hudson from Normal Community.
It's a strong start, as expected, from Eileen Hamilton from Peoria, Notre Dame. Right at about a minute, a little under a minute for her first 100. Good pace.
Good technique, especially, I mean, 500, it's not one of those races where, you can just power through. You got to take your time. You got to really just, long and strong.
And you see a lot of it in the kick.
Mm-hmm.
The 50 and the 100 freestyle, you're just seeing such strong kicking. And then in the 500, you can't sustain that for 500. So you're using a lot more arms. Your breathing can be a lot different, obviously, than a 50 and a 100.
But it does look like, she does actually have a good kick going. I mean, that looks to me like a 6-beat kick.
Yeah, it's more like a 200, and that could be why she's 9 seconds faster than everyone else.
Which
a solid just about 2:03 for her first. Is that 200? Is that correct? Yes.
Yes.
First 200.
And she, if I'm not mistaken, she won the 200 freestyle.
Yes, that is correct. So obviously the 200 and the 500 freestyle are her better events.
Yeah.
Although, that's one thing if you're watching at home and you don't know a lot about swim, you can only be in 2 individual events for high school and be in 2 relays, or 1 individual event and 3 relays, although that's very uncommon.
Yes.
For the most part, you're in 2 individual events and 2 relays, and you really have to kind of spread them out because they come fairly quickly. You don't have a lot of rest in between like you might have at other meets. So when you're swimming in 2 relays, those relays sometimes can affect what individual events you might swim in. And, it could be that Eileen could win 2 other events at this meet.
She very well could, yeah.
But she's only allowed to swim in 2.
And I mean,
I think she's going to be 2 for 2. That's my prediction.
I would take you on. I mean, her pace.
She's just looking so strong.
Yeah, her pace definitely hasn't really changed. Her kick is gone. Never mind, actually, her kick is still as strong as it was in the first half of the race, and now in the back half, I mean.
And you can see, like, just looking at lane 5, that how much kick you see from lane 5 as a difference. You see every once in a while, you see the feet come out of the water.
Yes, this is, this takes a lot of, this is, I would say, one of the more grittier events, not just because, I mean, it's not like the shorter events like the 100 freestyle where you just put your head down and sprint. You got to have that endurance, that muscular endurance going into this race. And if you don't, that last 100 when everyone's kicking, trying to finish out the race.
It's like we got a nice battle here between lanes 3 and 6. Lanes 3 is Cara Hoffman from Peoria Ridgewoods, and lane 6, Sophia Marquez from Centennial. Marquez, as I mentioned before, is a Champaign County heat swimmer. She's a very strong swimmer. I'm not sure. That doesn't show any ages, but I think she's pretty young still, too. I think she might only be 15, so it looks like she's going to be a second-place swimmer. And already on her last 25 is Eileen Hamilton.
Looking to take some time off of her
Yeah, she's going to be right about at it, 5:18, and she's going to be 5:19.4. So added about a half second, but like we said before, we're not tech suited, we're not tapered. That's a solid swim. She looked great.
Very strong swim.
Sophia Marquez gets second place. Cara Hoffman in third, and in lane 5, Maggie Cathemer from Champaign Central.
Sophia Marquez taking a couple seconds off of her time. She
great swim.
With a 5:29. She was seated with a 5:32.
So seated fourth, got second. Those are the types of swims you like to see from your swimmers if you're a coach, which I'm not. Are you?
Nope.
But if you were, that's the type of swim you would want.
Oh, yes.
Well, that ends the longest of the, looks like we still are just finishing up there. There we go. And we will be moving on to the 200-yard freestyle relay.
Yes.
Event 17, 200-yard freestyle relay, junior varsity, heat 1. Mr. Referee.
All right. In lane 2, we have the Peoria Co-op with Alexis Eaton starting us off. In lane 3, we have Normal West. We have Isabella Williams leading us off. Lane 4, Urbana, Valeria Gallardo is leading them off. In lane 5, we have Champaign Centennial with Eliana Busek, maybe. And in lane 6, we have the Peoria Co-op with Dahlia Howard leading them off.
And to no surprise, Champaign Centennial starting off strong, putting quite a gap in between first and second, but it looks like Urbana's catching up a little bit behind them. Normal West seems to be catching up not too far behind Urbana as well. But lanes 4 and lane 5 looks like it's about to be a battle between legs 3 and 4.
And there goes Peoria Co-ops in lane 2, their second swimmer.
And it's neck and neck between Urbana and Centennial on the third leg.
Man, yeah.
Good turns from both of them.
Looks like Centennial's going to take that lead.
Yeah, Champaign Centennial has put another gap in between Urbana. They're going to finish pretty strong here. They finished with a 2:18.46. Their seat time was a 2:27. So quite a couple seconds off their best time.
All right, so we have Urbana in second, and Normal West just finished in third with a time of 2:57, which is only about 1 second off. Oh, yeah, 1 second off.
1 second off their best time.
All right, while we're waiting for the finish of the girls' JV relay in the Heat 1, let's take another quick look at the team score. Champaign Centennial still in a commanding lead, 35-point lead now over Champaign Central. Normal West continues to be in third place with 110. That is, 34 points ahead of Normal Community. Normal Community looks like Peoria Notre Dame just jumped Bloomington, so Peoria Notre Dame is now in 5th place. Bloomington in 6th place. Peoria Richwoods in 7th place, and in 8th place, Urbana. So your updated team scores. Any thoughts on those?
I mean, Champaign, Centennial, Central, and Normal West. I mean, obviously no one's catching Centennial at this point, but
Yeah, it would take a Christmas miracle.
it would. But, I mean, it's been pretty consistent from these top 3 teams, and Normal Community coming back, placing 4th. I mean, there's still quite a bit of, meat to go.
Yeah, there's 2 more relays, which can be big points. So Normal Community could very well vault into 3rd place. I don't think there's any way that anyone's going to catch the juggernaut that is the Champaign schools. So, but you know what? We're going to keep swimming, right? They're not going to just give him the trophy. They're going to make him swim all the events. So we'll be
got to work for it.
Anxiously waiting.
Event 17, 200-yard freestyle relay, junior varsity, Heat 2.
All right, here we go with Heat 2. All right, in lane 2, we have Champaign Centennial, Ruby Landry leading us off. In lane 3, we have Normal West, Theo Stuber. For 4th lane, we have Centennial with Kennedy Borden. 5th lane, we have Champaign Central with Maggie Kathamer. 6th, Richwoods, Elena Pratt. 7th, Central, Soren Park. 8th, Community with Brisa Posadas Cruz.
And it looks like Champaign Central is in first right now, but Champaign Centennial in lane 4 is catching up.
There's no surprise there.
Yeah,
At
this
least
is
they're
one of the best
consistent.
things about this, the relays, is this battle here between lanes 4 and 5, and Centennial is right there. And I think Centennial is going to take it. Well, I guess they got one more leg, right?
Yeah.
2 more legs.
2 more legs.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of myself.
But, I mean, it's still neck and neck.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to come down to the last swimmer here and from both teams.
And they're neck and neck. They couldn't have been more neck and neck the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah. They both had good
Yep.
exchanges.
Yeah, and it looks like these swimmers are going to do the exact same thing.
Wow. And they're just powering through the water. And again, you see the difference in the kick with these 50 frees.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you who's got the advantage right now. Maybe Champaign Central.
I think Champaign Central is
Yeah.
pulling ahead a little bit.
What a great race.
And there we go. Central takes it.
with a 152.39, and they seeded with a 155.
A good 3-second drop there.
And then
Oh, that's a team
Centennial,
effort there.
That is a team effort.
Centennial had a 153.22.
And once again, they were entered in with a 155. So great swims from both Champaign schools.
You know what I'm most excited about for this race? The twins get a race in the same relay. Carmen and Cameron, who I thought it was the same person because I couldn't see the difference between the M and the R. Oh, a scratch. Come on. All right, looks like we got a scratch. So the twins are not swimming on the same relay. Maybe they will for the 400.
Maybe. All right, and here we go. We have our band as Sydney Gottel, and we have the Peoria Co-op Braylon Mauer.
I'm not sure what that is. I mean, it certainly looks like mower, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the things I saw one time when I went to my daughter's, she was cheering at SIUE, and they had a roster for the girls basketball team, and it had phonetic pronunciations next to the name.
You know, that would be helpful.
Which would be very
That would.
helpful
Yeah.
for us. And as someone who's announced swim, I remember when I used to announce award ceremonies for chess. It was not easy.
Yeah, there's
So phonetic spellings and pronunciations are very helpful. Although I say that too, my son's name is never pronounced correctly in the swim world,
is-
right? I mean, what do they call him?
Franz.
Cooper
Yeah.
Franz every
Cooper
time.
Franz.
Sometimes around the house I call him Cooper Franz because I hear it so often at swim meets. So if you're listening to this live feed and you're an announcer for swim, it is Franz, not Franz.
Yeah,
But
I
don't
got
really-
lucky. My name's pretty easy
Yeah,
to pronounce,
yes.
so
Williams is pretty easy.
hard to mess up.
Mayor can be
Mar,
Mayor.
Mir.
So I'm going to ask you, Addie, and Skylar both. I'm looking down these girls that are getting prepped, and one of the BHS swimmers has her headphones on. They're in the next heat. Obviously, she's getting herself ready, kind of psyched up. Addie, do you do anything before you play golf?
Well, me and Maddie Bierbaum,
Okay.
you know
Very
her.
good
She's our
golfer.
#1 golfer. We have a little tradition. We get Milky Ways
Got it.
every time before we golf.
Right.
And I think it just improves our score a lot.
What
It
would
just-
happen if, like, you, I don't know, upgraded to a Snickers?
See, I don't like Snickers. That's the
What?
thing. I'm a Milky
I actually like Milky Ways as well. Like, they're kind of an underrated.
But you know
people
who
like,
doesn't is Senate. And so he gives me and Maddie crap every time that we have a Milky Way because,
That's his loss.
yeah, I would agree.
I love that tradition, and that's something that you will remember for the
Oh, yeah.
rest of your
That
life.
is true.
Skylar, how about you? Are you a music man?
Before I get, behind the blocks, I'll listen to a little music, but usually, last season, Pearson Odlin, Joshua Sunkel, and Cooper Franz,
Mm-hmm. I know that guy.
we'd all, do a little huddle and have a quick prayer before we swim. So, before individual, I'll listen to like some music, and before relay, quick
I'm
prayer.
going to say that some of my favorite moments were watching you guys huddle up and get ready for what was going to be a really good relay.
Yes.
So I definitely miss those. So we're going to have a battle here. Lane 4 is Centennial. Their seat time is 1:44.62, and Central's seat time is 1:44.67.
Yes.
So I don't know if you're very good at math and time, but that's pretty close. And then BHS is only about 2 seconds behind that. So look for lanes, no surprise, lanes 4 and 5 to have a battle for this
Yes.
200 freestyle relay for the varsity.
right, so we got Richwoods in lane 1, Normal West in lane 2, Bloomington lane 3, Centennial in lane 4, Central in lane 5, Peoria Notre Dame in lane 6, and Normal Community in lane 7. And just as we suspected, Centennial and Central.
Yep.
Looks like Central's taking the lead over Centennial.
Well, lane 2, Normal West, Haley Blakeney is having a good start to the race as well.
You can maybe get the here. Bring the break.
All right, and this is an intense race. We see Centennial and Central still close together. Definitely looks like Centennial is going to take that lead.
Lane 5, Champaign Central still going strong over Centennial, but it looks like Centennial is catching up.
But I mean, it's just, this is what I love about relays. Everyone's going crazy, and you know, a lot of races, those swimmers in there, they can't hear anything, but they can feel this.
They can feel the energy. And it looks like lane 7, Piper Ladder's coming back, having a good leg for Community.
Looks like Central just won with a 1:42, which is
2 seconds.
2 seconds. And no surprise, Centennial close behind with a 1:43.
Solid race.
Good race from
I think,
both
is this
teams.
where we take a little
I
break
believe
again?
This is where we take another break
And
before
it seems like we have some guests.
Cooper Franz
Cooper
and
Franz.
Pearson Odland.
Odland would like to get on for a few minutes, so giving it over to them. Addie, you're going to have to supervise, so you're going to need to listen.
Oh, boy.
Make sure it's all right.
All right.
Hello, this is Cooper here, and Pearson as well. Say what's up.
What's up?
We are two swimmers on the Normal West boys swim team. So we're just kind of here doing a little bit of concessions down to, support the team. We just wanted to come up here, say hi, show some appreciation to our girls team. We're gonna be right here in this pool, swimming, practicing in less than 2 months. So we're ready for it.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely ready.
What events do you guys swim?
I really swim everything, but last year at sectionals, I swam 200 IM and 100 back.
I'm like really all over the board too, but I usually do 100 breast and 2 free. That's what I did last year at sectionals and did pretty well. So hoping to do that again this year, hopefully.
Yes, sir. What would you say like your specialty is? Free and breast?
Yeah, definitely free and breast. Breaststroke did me the best last year, so this year hoping to get on that leaderboard at state, but we'll see.
Mine's probably freestyle and IM.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
All right, we got a little break here.
Yep, a little break. Our next event is going to be the 100-yard backstroke.
100 backstroke JV.
Yep, and then with 2 heats. And then it looks like we have 1 heat. No. 3 heats for the varsity backstroke.
One of our favorite events here is the 400 freestyle relay. At the very end of this meet, always brings us a lot of excitement. Especially last year, we had a really good 400 free relay last year.
Made it to state on that one, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously looking to get back to state. 3 of our relay members are returning. 1, Skylar Mayer, has graduated, now a freshman in college. So, stay tuned for the 400 free. That's got to be one of our favorites. Also 100 breast, because Pearson specializes in that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cooper, we going to see a record this year?
A record for me?
Yeah.
Are we going to see a record for you?
Oh, absolutely. I'm taking that 100 breast down Right now it's sitting at a 59.
0.70.
Yeah, 59.70.
Went a 59.90 last year, only 0.2 off that.
Yeah, so this
Off
year
that record.
looking to go pretty far down, maybe 58.0.
Yes, sir. Hey, maybe touch some 57s.
Hey, I love that.
Me, I mean, really depends what I swim, but I think any event that I swim, I'm in contention for Normal West school record.
And we have what meets here? What championship meets here?
Sectionals.
We have
We have
sectionals
sectionals
here.
here.
So maybe some pool records coming in there too.
Oh, yes. Also, 200 medley relay. We got a pretty strong 200 medley relay,
Yeah, pretty good chance.
there. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And you're gonna do backstroke in that, right?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking to do breaststroke, and Joshua Sunkel is gonna be our butterflyer, and I think Jackson Tamara is gonna be our step in for Skylar and be our freestyler.
Still, all right, obviously, all still undecided.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, but that's just our outlook right now.
Yeah, based on last year, Jackson was our alternate for state, so we'll see where he ends up this year. Hopefully on the relay, and let's just go to state again.
Including the relays, I got first place in every single event last year. I really hope I could do that again.
Yeah,
That'd be amazing. It was just because our relays were so strong last year.
Yeah, we had a really strong relay. I think this year our base competition is going to be community in the relay. Last year there wasn't really much a competition there.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
blew them all out of the water.
Washington was, especially in the 200 medley, Washington and community were right behind us.
Oh yeah.
In the 400 free relay, we blew that out of the water.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That was so much fun.
That was a good race.
Do you guys think the competition for girls is a lot different than guys? Like the teams like that the girls find, like Centennial and Central today are doing great. Do you think that is the same to say for the boys team?
Yeah, pretty similar. I think. Yeah, I mean, I'd say relatively pretty similar. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some minor differences at conference next year. I mean, Champaign Central should be really good. Community should be good. We should be good. Centennial, I think, is better in the girls facet than they are on the boys. But I mean, that's really just my prediction right now, and anything could happen.
Yeah. All right, looking into our leaderboard here, we have Champaign Centennial in first at 211 points.
In second, Champaign Central with 182.5 points.
Normal West coming in third, our home team at 132 points.
Fourth currently, Normal Community with 106.
Peoria Notre Dame coming in fifth at 97.
And then the rest, Bloomington with 95 points. Bloomington with 88 points. Peoria with 80.5. Urbana with 71. And the Peoria Co-op with 8.
So as you can see, the scoreboard, it's kind of staying consistent there. The top three teams have been sitting there for
I think
most
top
of
three
the
teams,
race.
Yeah, very solidified up there. Champaign Centennial and Champaign Central probably have most of their strength from the Champaign County team up there, since they have a lot of good swimmers swimming there and a good program. So when we look here at Normal West and Normal Community, we're sitting up there too, because we have a few swimmers that go down there. So I feel like that's a pretty good.
Also, I mean, shout out to the Normal West and Normal Community coaches.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Miss Coach Budak and Coach Don Fudge.
Yeah, Coach Don Fudge. Last year won Coach of the Season, Coach of the Year.
I'm actually not sure. I know Coach Budak won. It was maybe for the girls.
Oh, she won. Coach Budak won freshman year, I believe, for us. So 2 years ago.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
Skylar will be up here any minute now to take over. It's quite hot up here. I'm sweating a little.
Yeah, I showed up in a sweater and jeans, and I'm really glad that I had my Wildcat Live t-shirt to put on, because I was sweating up here as soon as I got up here.
Just the nature of the swimming scene, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why that's the case, but
Pool's always cold, but the outside's always warm.
yeah.
All right, so it only looks like we have a few events left. Pearson, I'm guessing you're most excited for the breaststroke.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's always a fun event to watch.
Cooper, is that the same for you? Or we have a 400 relay, backstroke.
Let me look at the heat sheet here. I think 100 back should be really fun.
Yeah.
And like I talked about earlier, I think the 400 relay is one of the best events. That should be a great race between Central and Centennial for first place.
Yeah,
There's always a lot
it's
of
gonna be
competition
great.
there.
All right, we better get back to our job that
Yeah,
we're at right
concession
now.
job, yeah.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us on.
Of course.
All right. Thanks, Cooper and Pearson. It's always good to hear a different perspective. Definitely some solid swimmers. They're both swim for the heat, which we've talked about and mentioned. Several of the girls that are swimming today from Centennial and Champaign Central are heat swimmers. One of the things that I feel has always been interesting about high school swimming is sometimes girls swim year-round and they don't swim for their high school team, and boys as well. I've always been a strong proponent, probably because I'm a high school teacher, that I think my kids should be swimming for high school. But there's a couple girls, for instance, that go to normal community that aren't here. They swim year-round, but they're not swimming high school. And believe me, it would make a difference because one of them would win every event that she's in.
And I feel like I see that with a lot of sports, but I feel like, for me at least, with softball, and I feel like Maddie Beerbaum might say the same for golf because she plays outside of school. I think school's more competitive, and it's just more fun because you want those medals. You want the trophy in the trophy case at the school saying that you won state or sectionals or whatever the case may be.
And I will tell you, one, they don't do a lot of relays in club swim. They do at the state level when you get to the state meet, and it's exciting. And Cooper had an opportunity to swim at Y Nationals, and those were exciting. But there is nothing that compares to the state meet in high school relays or sectional meets as well. It is intense. It is fun to be. I'm sure it's fun to be swimming, but just watching it is on a whole different level. And when all you're doing is swimming club swim, you don't get that opportunity. So, and Skylar, you didn't swim your junior year, but that was for injury purposes, and not because you just said, I don't want to swim high school season. But when you were gone, we were just talking about how some swimmers choose to just swim for their club team and not swim for their high school. And there's been some club coaches, I don't know of any right now, but I know someone that had used to swim and now used to coach and is now retired, that just would simply forbid their swimmers to swim high school season.
All right, so now is the junior varsity 100-yard backstroke. We have in lane 2, Christian Brown from the Peoria Co-op. Lane 3, Michaela Milton from Urbana. Lane 4, Alvarado Antonio from Normal West. 5, Sky Cox from Bloomington High School. 6, Ari Mallers from Normal West High School.
So we're down to 3 events. We got the backstroke, the breaststroke, and then finish it off with the 400 freestyle relay. So
all right, and it looks like lane 4, Normal West's Alvarado Antonio is taking the lead currently.
apologize if you're watching and you're a parent or a relative of that person, but names get cut off in the heat sheet that we are given, so we're not 100% sure what her name is.
But we have her last name, so hopefully it's not another twin.
Been there.
looks like she's set to win this race, though. She has the best seed time. She's in the lead.
Now, one of the things that I would really like to have, and there's only so much room on these heat sheets, but I would like to know what grade they are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's just interesting to see, you know, are there some freshmen here that are dominating already?
Yeah. And I know, I say this, back in my day, when I was a freshman and sophomore, they actually listed the year that you were in.
Yeah. Wish they would continue to do that.
And there's a spot for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
there
not
is
there.
one person, I believe,
And it
that has
says-
her
it-
age
Yep.
Yeah.
on there. But I want to know what year they are in school to see what we have to look forward to.
All right, it looks like we had Normal West Alvarado Antonio in first place as suspected with a time of 2 minutes and 0.76 seconds, which is just a little over her seed time.
At a little time, sometimes that happens when you are by far the fastest person in the heat. We
Yeah.
talked about that earlier. Sometimes you just need someone to push you.
Exactly.
All right, now we're getting ready for Heat 2 of the junior varsity backstroke. Have 8 swimmers.
It's a full heat here.
100-yard backstroke, junior varsity, Heat 2. Mr. Referee.
All right, and they're off. Lane 1, Sophia Summers from Champaign Central. Lane 2, Asaria Jacobs from Bloomington. Lane 3, Theo Stuber from Normal West. Lane 4, Kaisa Bailey from Champaign Central. Lane 5, Kennedy Borden from Centennial. Lane 6, Jocelyn Lugo from Bloomington. Lane 7, Elizabeth Piercy from Centennial. And rounding out in Lane 8, Ann Lehman from Urbana.
And it looks like she's taking the lead. Oh.
No.
No, lane 7 is actually
It
taking
looks
the
like
lead.
we do not have a lane 8. We had a scratch
scratch.
there. But no, lane 7, Elizabeth Piercy
Outside smoke.
with a 1:26 seed time, 11 seconds slower, and she just flipped at the same time and has a chance to win this race. She's going to have to dig. I think she's going to end up in second.
Yeah,
But
lane 4 seems to be bringing it home from Champaign Central. But it is neck
what a
and
great
neck.
race on the outside. Looks like Kaisa Bailey from Champaign Central dropping 5.4 seconds from her seed time. Not to be outdone, though, a drop of 16 seconds from Elizabeth Piercy
Great
from
swims.
Centennial.
Wow.
Great swims from both of them.
If she can just drop another 16, she would be probably swimming college.
Yep.
So, great swim. So we have 2 heats for the varsity. No, sorry, 3 heats for the varsity. And guess what? We're going to start off with Heat 1. They're going to start off with Heat 1 this time. And we're supposed to have 3 swimmers. Something seems to have happened to the Danville swimmers. Oh, scratch. Why am I the last to know?
Didn't you write on this sheet?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh.
All right, lane 3 is not here. So lane 4, Oliver Wagner from the Peoria Co-op, and lane 5, Dalia Howard from the Co-op.
And going into the first 25, it seems like we have a good race here between both of them.
Lane 4, Oliver Wagner, has about 5.5 second quicker seed time, but that's not what's happening right now out on the pool, and that's why we race them, correct?
Yes, sir. It is looking to be lane 6 coming out right now.
I think it'd be 5, lane 5.
Lane 5. Dalia Howard.
Anybody interested in any of the Big-12 here? Anybody interested in any of those shirts? You need to go get them out because we're going to be popping up. Thank you.
And it does look like Dalia Howard is going to hang on and beat her Peoria Co-op teammate. Her seat time is 1:57.1. She's definitely going to drop some seconds off that. About 4 seconds.
4 seconds, yeah. Finished with a 1:53.23.
Event 20, 100-yard backstroke, varsity, heat 2. Mr. Referee.
All right, heat 3, we have lane 2, Megan Sy from Centennial. Lane 3, Macy. Sorry about that, heat 2. So we have Missy Gosane from Community in lane 1. We have Catherine Smith in lane 2 from Richwoods. Lindley Carlson from Champaign Central in lane 3. And lane 4, we have Delaney Brown from Bloomington. Lane 5, Angela Horning from Peoria Notre Dame. Lane 6, Emily Parent from Normal West. And in lane 7, we have Kate Gretsch from Urbana High School.
And it looks like lane 3 from Champaign Central is taking the lead over Bloomington's Delaney Brown. The lane 4, Delaney Brown just had amazing underwater on her last leg. Can she bring it back?
Underwater is one of the most important parts of the hundreds.
Lane 3 is Lindley Carlson finishing with a 109, dropping 3 seconds off of her best time.
Solid swim for her.
Event 20, 100-yard backstroke, varsity, heat 3. Mr. Referee.
Okay, now it's time for heat 3.
Yes, now it's time for heat 3. The third and final heat of the women's varsity 100 backstroke.
We got 7 swimmers for this heat. All right, in lane 2, we have Megan Sy from Centennial. Lane 3, Macy Kappa from Champaign Central. 4, Mallory Borden from Centennial. 5, Haley Cardis from Bloomington. 6, Chloe Crater from Normal West. 7, Kaylin Banks from Urbana. And in 8, we have Haley Guy from Normal Community.
Yes. Lane 6, Chloe Crater from Normal West. She also did backstroke on the Medley Relay.
Shaping up to be a good race
It is.
between lanes 3, 4, 5 is trying to hang in there too. Macy Kappa, and lane 3, Mallory Borden, and lane 4, and Haley Cardis. And lane 5, looking like Mallory Borden takes the lead at the turn, but not by much. Great turn. Holy cow. Macy Kappa.
Great turn.
Between the ropes, Macy Kappa is getting beat, but not on that turn. And this
It's
is
gonna
going to
be
be
close.
close. And lane 3 gets it.
Wow.
What a race.
108-1. What a
That
race.
was one on the turn after 75, no
Yes.
doubt. I mean, she went into the turn even. She came out a half a body length ahead.
Like you said earlier, underwaters are great. I mean, they help your race so much in these 100s. And, I mean, that turn, that race just showed you exactly how much they help. So now we're on the girls' 100-yard breaststroke for the JV. There's one heat. In lane 2, we have Allie Scott from Normal Community. In lane 3, Addison Vincent from Normal West. Lane 4, Abigail Ham from Champaign Centennial. Lane 5, Caitlin Rothel from Normal West. Lane 6, Elena Busek from Champaign Centennial. And lane 7, Isabella Williams from Normal West. And it looks like lane 4, Champaign Centennial, is taking the lead.
With Normal West close behind.
Yeah, lane 5, Normal West, is close behind. In lane 3, Normal West, lane 6, actually, Champaign Centennial again is close behind. Lanes 2 and 3, Normal Community and Normal West fighting for 4th right now.
And I do know that girl in lane 2, she is a freshman. And I can just imagine having to compete with juniors and seniors and sophomores too, but just upperclassmen, especially as your first year of high school swim or high school sports in general.
From past experience, it is pretty intimidating, but you know, I mean, she's holding her ground. She's doing really good. You know, that just shows how determined she is to this sport, and she comes out. She finishes 4th. Wow. Allie Scott from Normal Community.
In first, we had, where is it? Sorry. Where am I looking?
Right.
Abigail Ham from Centennial.
Finishing with a 1:22.9, so taking 2 seconds off of her best time.
There's a lot of swimmers taking time off today.
Especially it being a conference meet. I mean, like Mr. Fran said earlier, you know, you're not tapered, you're not teched up. So taking time off at conference is definitely a goal that everyone here should be proud of.
All right, here we go for the girls' 100-yard breaststroke for varsity. In lane 1, we have Micah Zolikoffer. In lane 2, Abigail Scully. Lane 3, Chicory Exner. 4, Addison Gilliland. 5, Sky Meyer. 6, Sadak Bindra. 7, Ingrid Gajesfield. 8, Raven Turner.
And it looks like Normal West's Allison Gilliland is in first at the 50.
And that's always exciting to see.
That is exciting to see. Normal West making quite the move here in the first heat of the varsity 100 breaststroke.
She's got a strong lead.
Looks like Normal West is going to bring this heat home. Addison might be looking to cut a second off her best time. Yep, finishes with a 1:23.1.
Yep, full second, 1.09. Said anytime you're dropping a full second, not textured and tapered, as you guys were just talking about, you got something to be proud of.
Yeah, that is, that's not easy, especially once you get to high school and, college level.
Yep.
Taking second off, a race is sometimes unheard of, so.
Let's take a quick look at the team scores to see where we're at on those. This is after the 100-yard backstroke. You guys want to talk about those?
Yeah, in first, no surprise, Champaign Centennial with 235 points. In second, Champaign Central with 205. And in third still is Normal West with 143. And in fourth is Normal Community with 111. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's pretty, there hasn't been much movement.
Nope.
Since early on. So, and we kind of knew that with the psych sheet or the heat sheet.
Yeah.
You could kind of tell that Champaign Centennial and Champaign Central, they've got the numbers. They've got some really good swimmers. And so what was predicted is happening.
Yeah, I mean, and it's been a great meet so far. I mean, we still have a little more, a couple more races to go, but it's going to be pretty fun to see.
One final heat here of the 100-yard breaststroke.
In lane 1, we have Cecilia Birdsley from Urbana High. In lane 2, Emery Jensen from Champaign Central. Lane 3, Stella Acey from Champaign Central. In lane 4, we have Anna Jennings from Bloomington High. In lane 5, we have Hallie Blankley from Normal West. Lane 6, Cecilia Marquez from Champaign Centennial. Lane 7, we have Bithly Campbell from Richwoods High.
I think it's Blythe.
Blythe?
I believe.
I'm sorry for
but
that.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I just have heard that name before.
Yeah, in lane 8, we have Edie.
Yep, exactly. Bosale.
Bosale from Champaign Centennial.
Anna Jennings looks like she's got a pretty strong lead right now. Now Cooper, my son Cooper, used to be a really good breaststroker, and Anna swam for the Funky Fish while Cooper swam for the Funky Fish. So I would get to talk to her dad quite often at the state meet. She is a very good breaststroker, as you can see, and looks like she's going to take home the 2025 Girls Big-12 Breaststroke Championship with a time of 1:13.
So
A little bit of bad, but it's not bad at all.
Definitely, yeah, solid race from Anna there.
Event 23, 400-yard freestyle relay, junior varsity, heat 1.
All right, so it's time for the 400-yard freestyle relay for junior varsity. In lane 3, we will have the Peoria Co-op. In lane 4, we will have Urbana. In lane 5, we will have Champaign Centennial. And that is all for heat 1. of this event. If you see in lane 3, we have Shaylin Jones leading off the Peoria Co-op, and we'll have her sister finishing it up.
Lane 3, Manual. Lane 4, Urbano. Lane 5, Centennial C.
It's looking like Urbana's taking the lead right now with Ann Lehman.
Yeah, but Champaign Centennial seems to be catching up to lane 4.
Especially off that kick.
Yeah, that, like Mr. France was talking about earlier, the kick, I mean, you can tell the difference, especially. And in these hundreds, I mean, you have to have a strong kick, especially on these relays when you're swimming for the team.
Seems like Urbana's taken back some, kind of opening that gap between the two.
Yeah, that's definitely a good body length, maybe a body length and a half from Urbana going into their second leg.
There's still a lot of swimming left, so it'll be interesting to see how this ends up.
Second leg is in the water for Urbana, and they have quite the lead going there.
Yep. Yeah,
But-
it was close there for a minute.
But it looks like Champaign Centennial is catching up, making some ground on Urbana here. Centennial aiming to close that gap on this last 50, heading into the third leg. Urbana still with a commanding lead, but Centennial still trying to close that gap. Heading into the final legs from both Urbana and Champaign Centennial. And Urbana still has the lead, looking to bring it home. And Urbana finishes first with a 5:26, taking 10 seconds off their seed time.
And then Centennial placing second.
Right on their best time with a 5:53.3, seed time with a 5:53.06. So right on their time. And Peoria Co-op on their last leg, looking to bring it home.
Team scores going into the 400 free relay, so 30 backstroke. Team scores in the junior varsity division. Urbana 26, Bloomington 31, Manual 38.
It'll be interesting to see if she can beat this time.
Yes, their seed time 7:03.
It'll definitely be close. She can finish it out strong.
Central 162 and leading. Notre Dame 100, Normal Community 114, Bloomington 120,
The last 50 here for Peoria Co-op.
Champaign Central 225 and a half, and leading going into the 400 free relay. Your leader with 256 points, Champaign Centennial.
Could hear the clapping. They were just, the PA announcer was talking about the team scores. We already know those team scores because we've been kind of watching them throughout.
And updating you guys as we go.
Yep.
Always fun to hear, the reactions of the parents as team scores are, called out.
Yep. And some of them know exactly what's happening because they have Meet Mobile.
Yes.
And that's where we've been getting our information. Some guy just brought in a bunch of food. Not sure why he didn't stop by and offer us some.
Yeah, I know.
Little rude.
Yeah. I could go for, looks like he's got a little pizza.
Yeah,
there.
he said Avani's Pizza is one of the more underrated pizzas in town.
I would definitely agree with that. I would agree with that.
People, they just think about, the pizza places.
Little Caesars, Papa
Yeah.
John's,
And they think of Avani's Gondola, but Avani's Pizza,
You know-
low-key good.
You know what I've been wanting lately? Tobin's Pizza.
Okay.
It just sounds really good.
Well,
And,
you know what? It's open
well,
right now.
no,
So
it is.
maybe ask your parents.
Yep,
Hey,
that's where I'll be after this.
perfect. We should probably say thank you to our sponsors, but after we get started on our
With Heat 2 in Lane 1, we have Normal West. In Lane 2, we have Champaign Centennial. Lane 3 is Peoria Notre Dame. Lane 4 is Champaign Central. Lane 5, Champaign Centennial. Lane 6, Champaign Normal Community. In Lane 7, we have Richwoods High.
Looks like Central's definitely taking the lead right now.
Yes, Lane 4. A good two body lengths ahead of the field at the exchange. Can they keep it up?
I think they can.
Champaign Centennial not too far behind them. And Normal Community fighting for third. Maybe looking to go up there and catch second.
So thank you to our sponsors for Wildcat Live. We had some technical difficulties before we got started, so did not put their logos up like we normally would, but we have 2 sponsors for this season and really throughout the year for Wildcat Live. That's Select Screen Prints, a local in-town screen printing business. They do excellent work at a very fair price. They've been supporting Normal West and Normal West Athletics for basically ever since we opened this building. And just to make you hungry, Tony's Tacos is also a sponsor. So please consider supporting our sponsors. They're what makes today possible and us to be able to live stream you this swimming event. Hopefully some of you are out there from long distances and able to watch your grandkid or possibly grandkids, maybe if they're twins, or, you know, friends and family from afar. And if you're enjoying this after the fact, also please consider doing that and supporting our sponsors. And if you have not subscribed to the Wildcat Live channel, we would really appreciate it if you did so. We're about 25 subscribers shy of 500, which would allow us to monetize our channel. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to pretend like I do.
It's like,
yeah, I know what monetize means. I just don't know what that really means. Like,
I
if
think
we
they would
have
ads.
if we okay, and
So,
then,
instead of them looking at the pool, they could look at an advertisement.
And we would make big money so we could buy better equipment. So please subscribe. I'm going to look at the subscriber amount right now, and I'm going to expect it to go up by a bajillion after I said that. So
Gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm even subscribed.
okay, well, you're part of the problem.
You know, I don't
Patty.
think that's something you would admit,
Yeah.
Mr. Frank.
We are at 473 subscribers.
Wow.
There are 33 people watching right now. Now, I'm pretty good at math because I'm an accounting teacher. 473 plus 33 is above 500. So if those 33 people that are watching right now could subscribe to our channel, and if you've already subscribed, well, open up a new email.
Yeah.
And subscribe from multiple emails. I'm subscribed on there twice.
So,
31 people are now watching, so 2 people
Got
didn't
sick
want to
of you.
listen to
There you
me
go.
talk. So I'm going to stop talking, and hopefully that number goes up at some point.
maybe Allie can use her personal and her school email and subscribe.
Yeah.
Love the idea, Skylar.
Yeah, I got some videos on my YouTube channel from my business law movie. If you want to check that out from
Yes.
sophomore year,
Absolutely.
It
I'm
was
sure
great.
it's
Oh.
high quality.
it was.
It looks like Champaign Central has finished first with a 4:16.
We are cracking Skylar up.
Finishing 2 seconds ahead of their seed time.
Hey, we're up to 476. We
Hey.
just gained 3
Wow,
subscribers.
And-
thanks,
and
guys.
There's 34 watching now. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel.
Hey, we're down to the nitty gritty here.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We've got the final 2 heats
And you walked
of our Big
past with the
12
food
conference
That
title.
means that there's only 2 events long lengths for people to describe.
That's true.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Can't even
That
talk.
is true.
You can talk. You've been doing a great job.
All right, so this is the 400-yard freestyle relay for varsity. Got 3 teams out there, it looks like.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yes, 3 teams.
In lane 3, we have Peoria Co-op. In lane 4, we have Urbana High. And in lane 5, we have Bloomington.
And off the start, Urbana obviously trying to get a commanding lead over Bloomington, but it looks like Bloomington is holding on. Going into the second 50. Urbana and Bloomington neck and neck right now, heading into the second leg.
It's going to be up to these next swimmers.
One of the things, Skylar, that you can talk to, Addie, as a golfer, there's really not any of this type of coaching, but on relays, you can set up your people, your 4 swimmers any way you want on a freestyle.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're talking about a medley relay, you're going to put people at their best strokes.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on what coaches maybe should do, or what are some of the things to think about in terms of how you order your swimmers? And hold on just a second. Before you talk, I just want to bring our listeners in on a little something. Last year, you swam for both the 200 medley and the 400 freestyle as the anchor, and it made a huge difference to see you come back, and I think you were motivated by being behind a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to set the table for you. What are your thoughts on what to do to best order your swimmers for a freestyle relay?
Yeah, in a freestyle relay, I mean, it's a lot different because, everyone's doing the same stroke. And I would say what I would do as a coach is I'd probably say your first, your fastest swimmer I'd say would be anchor, and your second fastest would be leading off. And then you'd have the third and fourth in the middle. You can switch it around as you like, but what we would like to do is we'd have the best start, best person on a flat start go first, and then anchor it off with me being the best anchor on the team. Not to toot my own horn.
No, it's true. It's not. You're not making it up. I think you talked about from a flat start. So if you're not, follow swim a lot, or you weren't a swimmer, the flat start is obviously from the start of the race. So you're not going by where you think or when you think the previous swimmer is going to hit the wall.
Yeah.
You're listening to the horn or watching, it depends. So, yeah, some people are just better at that than others. They have a quicker reaction time. And some people are really good at anticipating.
Yeah. And, that's exactly what we looked for is, who's going to have the fastest reaction time off of that block. Because, if you're not going to have a fast reaction time off of that block, that's kind of, is a little bit of a hiccup going into the race, which is okay.
Every tenth of a second makes a big difference in those relays.
You could get out-touched by a tenth of a second. I'm pretty sure sectionals I out-touched team by a tenth of a second, to get first to go to state.
Yep.
So, it all comes down to reaction time and just, determination.
Yep.
Like you said earlier.
Correct. Looks like Urbana is going to touch first. Solid race by Urbana.
Yes.
4:35 was their seed time, so that's a nice 9-second drop.
Yes. 4:26.53. Amazing swim from Urbana.
Coach Skylar Mayer giving some advice to a Wildcat swimmer. Have you ever thought about coaching
Actually,
in the future?
Yes, I have.
You did a little bit this summer.
Yeah, I coached
right?
at Bloomington Country Club alongside Don Fudge here. Being a swimmer is awesome, but coaching, to see the kids get faster the whole summer and see them improve so much and just have that bond with them, it was amazing, and it was incredible to see. I would be open to be a coach for high school or a club or college later on in life. whatever that looks like. Hopefully, maybe Normal West if I ever got the chance.
That could very well be in your future.
If anyone's listening that could make that possible.
I don't know. I don't know anyone at Normal West.
Thank you to Cooper Franz and Pearson Odlin for bringing us some.
Yeah, we were talking about some food past us earlier, and now some
he's
food
right there.
is
He's right behind us.
stopping.
And he just seen them give us food. So
Very nice.
Wow. Just shows how nice the Normal West swim team really is.
Yes.
So that means, guys, subscribe to the channel.
I like how you said that really slowly, really softly. The power of suggestion. All right, and that ends it for the Heat 1 of the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay
Amazing
varsity.
swim. Amazing swim from all the teams here. And heading into the second heat, the final heat, final race of the meet.
Yep. Yeah, we're ready to eat, but we're going to have to wait for one more race.
In lane 2, we have Richard Woods High. Lane 3 is Normal Community. Lane 4 is Champaign Centennial. Lane 5 is Champaign Central. Lane 6, Peoria Notre Dame. And lane 7, Normal West. And it looks like Peoria Notre Dame out the gate is getting a lead.
Well, that's Eileen Hamilton, who we know is a pretty darn good freestyler. She won the 200 and the 500, and looks like she's going to win the first 100 of the 400 freestyle relay.
But it does look like Champaign Central and Centennial are once again battling for second. Looks like Champaign Central is pouring ahead of Centennial. Maybe looking to get ahead of the Irish right now.
Yes, she's a very strong swimmer. That is Lindley Carlson, if our psych sheet is correct, which sometimes it is not in terms of the order. The coaches can change their order up to the start of the race. In fact, coaches are allowed to put up to eight people on the list of potential swimmers for each relay. So turning into a battle here. Looks like Central is going to take over the lead.
And
but
it looks like
Champaign
it's
Centennial,
neck and neck between 4, 5, and 6.
Rebecca Kim.
And I don't know how much the camera and everything picks up, but if you can hear it, it's loud out here.
It is.
Everyone's real excited.
Looks like Centennial is taking the lead over the Irish and Central.
Yeah, sorry, I had the camera mic off, so I just turned it on just so they can get a feel. Just another reason
really
to subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel, because we're
going to immerse you with the audio.
It's like you're really here.
So Centennial has taken the lead. This is the third leg.
Amazing underwater from Champaign Central there to get back in this race. Final leg. I mean, it's going to come down to who wants it more.
It's if our psych sheet is right, from Centennial, it's Megan Sy, and from Central, it's Macy Kappa. 50 yards to go. Centennial holding on to a full body length lead, and she almost looks like she's extending that lead. Macy Caput trying to battle back, but I believe that Centennial is going to take the 400 freestyle relay. Great swim by both ladies. Centennial's sea time 3:49.02.
Finished with a 3:45.
That's a good, very good. That's about a second a person, which on 100 is a solid drop.
That is a very good swim from all 4 swimmers on that relay.
So Centennial putting an exclamation point on their Big 12 team victory.
Making a statement.
It is, we can put the leaderboard up there if you want us to, but I'm not sure it's very necessary because I think everyone knows that it's going to be Centennial with the team title and Champaign Central in second, and I'm pretty sure that Normal West was able to hang on to 3rd place. Normal Community was able to get 3rd in the 400 relay. And the Notre Dame Irish ended up in 4th place.
Amazing swims by all these teams here today.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you guys,
of course,
stepping up and stepping in. Skylar, this was certainly not planned for you, but I'm glad you said yes when I asked, and appreciated your insight all day. And Addie, great start for you. First time ever broadcasting?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
You did a great job. So
Thank you.
I'm sure that if we allowed comments, there'd be people commenting all over the place saying great job. So I appreciate having you guys on. Any last words?
Go Wildcats.
Yeah. Subscribe.
Yes. Perfect. All right, well, I'm going to let those two go. I'm just going to say a couple words as I'm updating the individual results ticker. So that's on the live stream, and you can see it. As I just accidentally deleted my screen. Didn't really mean to do that, so. Going to have to hop back on. Hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast today. Kind of a long broadcast because swim meets take a while. I know that as a parent for someone who's been swimming for over 10 years now. But it is definitely one of the best sports to be a part of. High school swim is always exciting, whether it be conference meet or sectional meet, which is coming up for the IHSA swimmers in about 2 weeks. Some of these teams are going to be in the same sectional, but several of them will not. Some of them maybe will be over by Peoria. Some of them might be in the Champaign, Mahomet area. All right, so I am not sure if I'm going to be able to make this happen, but I accidentally closed out of the overlay, and I was going to try to finish off the overlays and get them all done, the individual results and the team results, just so people could see it. But I'm having some login issues, so I'm just going to tell you, as you saw it there, that Champaign Centennial won the 400 freestyle relay, and Champaign Central was second, and Normal Community was third. And our top 3 teams, Champaign Centennial, Champaign Central, and Normal West in 3rd place for the Big 12 varsity swim tournament. So I hope you enjoyed the broadcast today, and we appreciate you joining us.